Hello everybody and welcome back. Today's video, I've got something I've been waiting on for a while, just haven't been able to swing it yet. On my Poizd T3, I've had my fair share of servo problems. Back before I built this truck, I went to buy a servo and the NSDRC RS700 V2 was announced, but it wasn't out yet, and I was in desperate need of a servo, so I got to looking and I found this home servo. Similar specs, not quite as good, but good enough to get me by. So I used this thing, and within 5 runs of it, it just quit working. Luckily, I bought it from A-Main, and they were very supportive and sent me a new one out. Actually, Holmes sent me a new one out, and lasted a good while, worked pretty good, and then all of a sudden, gear broke in it. So I reached out to Holmes, no response. I reached out to A-Main, and they finally replaced it with one of their Protect Black Label servos, and that's been working great. So I bought a gear set for it, put it in there, and it was working fine again. Lasted a month or two and broke another gear set. So bought another gear set, and I've been using that for a little while, hoping it wouldn't break again, but they quit making this thing. And I think there's gear sets out there, but I was worried that that it was going to be garbage. So this is now going to be my backup servo. But my new one, what I've been waiting on, is the NSDRC RS700 V2. The specs on this thing is incredible. It's like 3S is like 900 something ounce inches, and 4S is 1100, something really crazy like that. So I also got some of their voltage limiting diodes. It's just a diode that goes in there, and there's a lot of controversy about that, but these are like $4, and definitely worth getting. So let's get this thing out of the package. I bought the limited edition red one. It's really cool, all the anodizing pieces, and got the logo on the bottom. And the special edition one comes with a matching servo horn. So there, thing looks awesome. So this is a pretty long servo horn. I'm probably going to use the shorter hole because it's got a little more torque that way. So it also comes with a wire for your direct power. I've already looked at it a little bit on my car. My direct power wire is not quite long enough, so I'm going to put this in there, and I'm also going to take and solder in the diode. I'm going to take it off of this. So they usually had it, they usually got it heat shrinked. I cut the shrink off, and I'm going to solder it in to this direct wire plug so I don't have too many plugs. So I'm going to get this camera turned around. Hopefully I can get this installed. Let you see some of the install. I'll do it in a fast forward way, and we'll get it out on the rocks. So first we'll take it out to Hammer Rock there, and hopefully the weather cooperate and we get it out to Moss Rock and put it to the test. So here we go. If you like what I'm doing and you would like to consider supporting the channel a little more, consider one of the memberships, or if you look right down below, there's a button that says thanks. Those are super thanks. You can make small donations to the channel. The other thing I got going on in the bottom left corner, there'll be links to products that I'm using in the video. If you go to that link and make a purchase, I get a small commission off that. So let's get back to the video. Okay, so I did the prep work on my servo. Wanted to show you that real quick. I'll get this camera turned around and show you what I got going here. Okay, so you can see, get this out of the way. You see I heat shrink the wires. I took the ends off the power plug to be able to get the heat shrink on there, and I shrunk my wires because it goes through some areas that it needs a little extra protection, and it's going to end up looking nicer. So okay, the other prep work I did was my power wire wasn't quite long enough, and I went ahead and put the new voltage limiting diode inside there, so that's should have it good to go. So I'm gonna start putting this together, I'll try to put this video together, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so here we are at Hammer Rock. Got the car down here, got the servo in it, all ready to go. This is going to be our first run with the new servo, the RS700 V2. It's a little dark here. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but we're going to set this tripod up and see what we get. This is on 3S, by the way. There's the speed. It's just fine. It's not super fast. See if I can do something to get it out of bind. Alright, not even the least bit of failure yet, so let's switch this over to 4S and try again. Okay, so now we got 4S. Let's see. Oh, we got speed now. It doesn't even flinch. Let's see. Try it out here. No problem. This one here is pretty difficult. Okay, there it is on 4S. We're running out of daylight here and the mosquitoes are starting to wear me out, so I'm gonna try to get out to Moss Rock. This thing is unbelievable good here, so we'll get out to Moss Rock sometime this weekend and try to put it into this video, and we'll try again here in a second.
Tired still hung over here in a fucking rut, so trying not to bump up that or get over your ass into it. Yeah, now keep your tire dug into that crack right there. Give it a little tighter over that sometimes if you are lower to the ground like this is actually a pretty technical F1.
Mm-hmm.
really just take the spacer off and just run the hub. Cause some of these lines, the width does hurt you. But I mean, the reason, like, you know, obviously Danny's wide isn't, I mean, just as wide as that probably. And I know I am with that truck, but our length is what's getting us past this, you know.
Well, both of y'all are 14 plus, ain't you?
Yeah.
All right. Damn, I've never had a problem right here with this truck.
It makes it stupid easy with that too. Did you do the one right there? That was fine.
Me?
Yeah.
I haven't yet. Tell me about the other end?
Yeah.
I haven't today.
I'm almost, I think, I'm close to being too long. But it was able to.
Okay, so there you go. That's the RS700 V2. Did some runs out here on Hammer Rock and did some runs, all the normal lines out at Moss Rock. And all I can say is this thing's awesome. It just worked. It never did have one issue. I took it across our normal lines. I took it across in a couple of lines that usually are taxing on the steering, and it didn't have one hiccup at all. There was even one instance, I'm not sure if I got that on video or not, where it got in a bind. I twisted the steering and it yanked the whole truck. So the whole truck twisted, the tires stayed where they were, and the whole truck swung around. So it's an awesome looking servo. If you're on the fence about a low profile servo, this is the baddest one I've ever used. I got the special edition with the red in, thing looks sick. Makes me want to change my shocks to red now. Would have bought blue to match these, but they didn't have them. So anyway, Poizd truck with T3 truck with NSDRC RS700 V2 is a win. So I got the, you can see, got the voltage limiting diode in there, kind of tucked away where you don't really see it. Actually, I didn't have that in the right spot, so turned out pretty clean. Operates incredible. I'm super happy with it. So if you're looking for a low profile strong servo, I don't think there's one on the market that can touch it. So hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.